At first, it feels like success. Your picture goes on the wall. Management praises you publicly. Coworkers congratulate you. And for a moment, you feel seen, valued, important. But then something strange starts happening. You begin working later than everyone else. More pressure lands on your desk. People quietly expect more from you. And somehow, the reward never actually changes your life. No raise. No real protection. No emotional security. Just more expectations. And eventually, many employees realize something painful. The Employee of the Month award was never really about rewarding hard work. Sometimes, it's about identifying the people willing to sacrifice themselves the most. And honestly, that realization changes how many people view work forever. If this video feels painfully relatable already, take a second to like the video, subscribe, and comment below. Hard work changed me. Because millions of employees secretly feel emotionally drained by workplaces that reward burnout instead of protecting people. So let's talk about the 3 dark reasons the Employee of the Month award can become a trap. And once you understand these reasons, you'll never look at workplace recognition the same way again. 1. The award conditions you to accept exploitation. This is the darkest truth most employees never realize. The award often trains people emotionally. Not to succeed, but to over-sacrifice. Because the employees who receive these awards are usually the ones staying late, answering emails constantly, taking extra pressure, saying yes to everything, and quietly sacrificing personal boundaries. And at first, the recognition feels good emotionally. Because humans naturally crave validation, approval, and acknowledgement. Especially in workplaces where emotional appreciation is rare. But slowly, something dangerous happens psychologically. The employee begins associating self-worth with overworking. And once that conditioning starts, rest begins feeling guilty. Saying no feels selfish. Leaving on time feels lazy. Boundaries start feeling wrong emotionally. That's the trap. Because toxic workplaces often reward the employees willing to ignore their own mental health the longest. Not necessarily the healthiest employees, the happiest employees, or even the smartest employees. Just the most emotionally available for exploitation. And honestly, many hardworking employees don't realize they're being emotionally conditioned until burnout completely destroys them. If you've ever felt work rewarded your sacrifice more than your actual well-being, comment below. They rewarded my burnout. Because a lot of employees secretly feel this way. 2. The award quietly isolates you from other employees. This one is subtle, but psychologically powerful. The moment someone becomes Employee of the Month, the office dynamic changes. Coworkers begin comparing themselves emotionally. Resentment quietly builds. Management starts expecting perfection. And suddenly, the employee feels pressure from every direction. Because psychologically, these awards don't just reward performance. They create hierarchy. And toxic workplaces often use hierarchy to emotionally control employees. Think about it. The award creates competition, comparison, and emotional division. Instead of employees supporting each other emotionally, people begin competing for approval. That benefits the company enormously. Because divided employees are easier to control. And honestly, many top employees secretly become some of the loneliest people in the workplace. Why? Because once you're labeled The reliable one. The productive one. The favorite. People stop seeing your exhaustion. They only see your performance. And eventually, the employee feels trapped inside the identity the workplace created for them. That emotional pressure becomes exhausting over time. Especially when everyone expects you to maintain impossible standards constantly. And honestly, many employees slowly lose themselves emotionally trying to live up to workplace praise they never asked for in the first place. If this conversation feels painfully real so far, share this video with someone constantly overworking themselves for corporate validation. Because a lot of hardworking people secretly feel emotionally trapped by workplace expectations. And subscribe for more deep workplace psychology, emotional realism, and cinematic corporate storytelling every week. 3. The reward often replaces real compensation. This is the part that frustrates employees the most. Because many companies offer recognition instead of actual improvement. You get a certificate, public praise, a photo on the wall, or maybe a cheap gift card. But your workload stays overwhelming. Your stress remains constant. Your salary barely changes. And emotionally, nothing actually improves. That's why many employees eventually realize the award was symbolic, not transformational. And honestly, some workplaces intentionally use recognition as a substitute for real support. Because praise is cheaper than better pay, better staffing, mental health support, or healthier work environments. That's the painful truth. The award creates the illusion that employees are valued emotionally, while many remain underpaid, overworked, and emotionally exhausted. And over time, that contradiction becomes psychologically damaging. Because the employee begins wondering, if I'm supposedly so valuable, why am I still so exhausted? That realization emotionally breaks a lot of people. Especially employees who genuinely believed loyalty and hard work would eventually protect them. But many corporate systems reward output, not people. And honestly, that realization changes how employees see workplace culture forever. So if this video connected with you emotionally, comment below. What did your workplace reward instead of actually fixing? I genuinely read the comments. And conversations like this matter because millions of employees silently feel emotionally used by systems designed to reward sacrifice more than well-being. Also, like this video if you've ever felt workplace recognition didn't actually improve your life. Share this with someone constantly sacrificing themselves for corporate approval. And subscribe for more deep workplace psychology, emotional realism, and cinematic workplace storytelling every single week. Because sometimes, the Employee of the Month award isn't proof the company values you. Sometimes, it's proof they discovered how much you're willing to sacrifice for validation.